at Atlanta Motor Speedway a day later after a great showing in the last race. This is race 2 of the Cracker Barrel Atlanta Double. We saw no shortage of entertainment yesterday with plenty of people battling their way up through the field, including the race winner, Zachary DeLello, who was able to climb from 31st in the qualifying order up to the front to win. So Peter, do you think DeLello has the speed in his car to become the first driver to win back-to-back races in the history of this league, or do you suspect that another driver can come up here and challenge?
Oh, it's going to be a tall task for DeLello to pull that off again. He proved he can pass 30 cars, but 33 is going to be a lot. I'd have to go with somebody that's actually at the front of the field already, and that's the 45 of Lane Thomas. He's had some good runs so far this season, and I don't think we got a full grasp of what he could accomplish with that car yesterday with his early accident. So, if he can hang up there at the front of the field all day, he's definitely got a great shot to win.
Speaking of starting in the front, two guys who have brought up their backup cars, DJ Reed and Landon Thomas, will be starting on the front row this time out. We'll see how these drivers who didn't have much TV time last race perform at the head of the field now that they have the track position. The clouds have parted, and we're getting set for another great day of racing here in Atlanta. Green flag is out, we're racing in race 2. DJ Reed putting his track position to good use as he is far away from the rest of the pack that is battling 3 wide back here, 2 rows deep. That's the 10, the 15 on the outside of it. But we got a few breakaways. Thomas Pelagi, the 02, is trying to get away from this pack. The 45 has already escaped. And same with your leader, DJ Reed, who tries to pull away. We got to go back here to see what they're doing. Cooking up some chaos already. Lap 3 at Atlanta.
Now these cars up here at the front, they didn't have a good handle on them yesterday, or they got wrecked out. So, you know, a lot of backup cars, a lot of reboundings, and they're trying to figure themselves out. But I think 2 guys have figured themselves out already. The 69, the 45, dicing away from this field. Look at this breakaway. We didn't see anything like this in race 1, but it's an absolute horde of cars behind them for third on back.
And we didn't see much of them yesterday, and maybe that's just because we didn't get too much of a chance to, but for that time that they spent out back, maybe their cars were tuned up for some hotter temperatures that we usually see in Atlanta, but it was overcast. Now that the sun's come out, they've got a whole lot of racetrack to play with, as now they are cleared by almost a second over third place, Benedict Murdo, the 4th. Your first battle for position is the 11 of Evan Hunter getting past the 03 of Matthias Wells. And then you got to go all the way back here with Hector Garcia, who finished 9th in that last race, now back up to 9th, at least in that last lap.
There's some strong drivers up here as we go side by side for the lead. Lane Thomas having a good points run so far this season. Swoops to the inside of DJ Reed, going to get the lead easily as they both drift up the track, trying to find the handle. Hotter temperatures, that's a hotter track temperature. Going to be a little bit more slick out there. It's going to be a real driver's race as Reed trying to find the bottom. Can't really make it sick, but the 45 drifts up just enough. He's going to get to the inside nonetheless. Evan Hunter, Matthias Wells, Hector Garcia, even Nathan Stapleton back there. Some strong contenders marching their way up early.
And last season we definitely saw a 2-car breakaway. It was Christian Martinez and Aiden Smith. But one thing's for sure, the pack behind wasn't able to catch up. They're already trying their hand at it. Lap 7, they battle for 3rd. That's not helping their case, but so are the top 2 leaders. As you see, battles for 1st, battle for 3rd. Evan Hunter trying to break that winless streak. His last win came at Texas, which was another 1.5-mile track. Caution out, yes it is. Colin Teague. Then the race back, it is the 45 of Lane Thomas.
That's unfortunate for the 99, but we'll get some looks, see what went on for the Duracell driver. But looks like he's driving away. Don't really see too much damage on that car, so it might have just been simple spin, minor contact. But along with the viewers at home, we'll find out what happened here in a moment.
through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch, 4 wide between the 24, 16, and 1. The 99, unfortunately, the victim of that. He was up top, and he spins around towards the inside wall. He just barely licks it with the rear end, but no really critical damage to that 99. And he'll be able to drive away and probably get that thing fixed without losing too much time on the restart once we get back to it. Back live here at Atlanta, we've got the 45 of Lane Thomas, your leader. He finished back in 29th yesterday, and now the complete opposite side of the running order. Your leader on lap 11. Second place, it is DJ Reed in the number 69, out with a mechanical failure in the first race. But now we'll see what that car has. Third place, it is the number 11 of Evan Hunter. He finished this race in 15th yesterday. Already made up 12 spots, got his way into the top 5. And right behind is the 62 of Benedict Murder IV. Another person who benefited from that invert, but someone who didn't with Nathan Stapleton. He finished 5th last race. He's already made his way back up to 4th. Or 5th. No, it is. He's right where he finished. So we'll be going green. Lap 12 as the pace car pulled back down pit road. Coming to the restart zone. Back green at Atlanta. The 11 dips down low, but these top 2 pulling away.
We'll have to see if they break away once again. They're going to get a good chance to do it as here comes the 62 of Benedict Murdo underneath the 11. Dodge on Dodge battle there. Aiden Martin, Hector Garcia trying to join up. And you see there as well, a little bit further back as we watch the battle for the lead. Nova Sport, the top 4 team in the series, they're here. DeLello and Ray, they've carved their way through the field, but we've got more important things to focus on right now. Side by side for the lead. The 69 gets it back. The 45 still dogging him on the outside.
And it's been these two pretty much all day as the 45 up the racetrack. Maybe some of these contenders that we weren't able to focus on before have their chance to come up here and show us what they've got. Here's Aiden Martin trying to go to the inside for second place, but he gets split to the inside by the 31. You could better call him the sandwich right now, the way he's 3 wide middle in turn 1.
Oh, nearly 4 wide. Nathan Stapleton creeping up the bottom underneath the Verizon, trying to get a good deal on his cellular device, but the 45 slipped back. The 69's got a clear lead, looking to break away, and with how they're fighting, unless they sort it out soon, he could break away, but now they're single file reeling him in. Big jump from the 31 off the corner. 67 doesn't know where to go, and they're catching this 69 quickly. Down into turn 1. Reed throws a big block. That's going to help him for now, but Garcia has the car planted as they're going crazy behind them. Look at that racing deep in the top 10.
Spectacular back there, but now you got the 31 going down low. Garcia to the lead. And single file for the top 5. Your first battle is the 29 of Zacardolo entering the top 6. Your winner last race. Can he pull it off again? Here's the 69. Oh, almost contact from your runner, or third place finisher, Lotus Espirito, trying to make her way back to where she finished. But now Stapleton trying to take this lead away from Garcia.
Boy, way down there on the bottom. I think the 67 really had to lift to keep it down on that white line that allowed the 31 to take the lead back. And nevertheless, you see the cars up here now. The 63, the 29, the 89. All those cars, the 42, the 48, all the big players in race 1, they're back. And they've got their set sight on the 31 of Hector Garcia. They had good cars out in front yesterday, and now they've got good cars in traffic today.
And the one especially is the 29 of Zacardolo, who is able to slice and dice through these cars like no one else, as the 67 moves high, giving him an opportunity to chase down Hector Garcia. But this is a rematch for the win that we weren't able to see in the All-Star race because it was mired by a crash. Maybe these two could race it out clean to the finish, but now Lotus Desperado in the new pink car trying to use that run, show to the inside. It is a Ford Dodge top four as two Murdo cars are in this race for the win.
As you know, the incident between the 31 and the 29, I think hopefully they put it past them. It would be frankly disrespectful to retaliate or build upon something that happened in a non-points event. To do that and make a move like that in a points event would be pretty bad. And I mean, the finish of that race, the 42 and the others, was incredible, and I don't think anybody had hard feelings about that, even if that was losing out on a gazillion dollars that you win in the All-Star race. But nevertheless, we've got action here today at Atlanta, which is much more important to focus on. Evan Hunter, Aiden Smith getting up here into the mix, allowing the 31 to scoot away, just like DeLello did in race 1, but DeLello, probably the best car out of this group to go up there and fight him.
And they are absolutely just battling it out, third on back. And DeLello, luckily for him, he has escaped, and now he's going to try and get that 31 once again. The pack caught back up to him last time he tried this, but maybe it's because he's trying that top line. That's fairly experimental from that 29. That might allow the 30 or the 89 to catch back up. But Evan Hunter, now he's trying to get past this gaggle of cars, going 3 wide, the 63 up top. And now a battle for position. Evan Hunter wants third place away from Aiden Smith.
Now, the fans at home are asking, we can hear you cheering, we have to know, where is the 28 of Kirsten Martinez? She's been relatively invisible this entire Atlanta double. Leading the points coming into this, championship favorite has not found what it has here at the mile and a half.
Just barely peeking in the top 10. She'll have to pass a few cars to break into that mark. But now, 4 wide up here between the 71, 48, and 63. That might be some contact heading down the front stretch. For these guys, they're getting close. Sideways goes to 63. Contact. They're still not out of it. I think they are for now. But Kirsten Martinez right in the turmoil.
That was a very heads-up move by Jay Jefferson to back out of that. Unfortunately, did clip. I think that was the 63 there at the very end of that. But boy, I believe that probably saved us from a massive accident right there.
Yeah, that would have wadded up quite a few of them. And a few mid-pack cars that we would have wanted to see to contend for this win if it got a bit closer. But now, Zachary DeLello has cleared the 31 for this race win, trying to close it out, sweep this event, but Garcia's not going to let him. Back down low with the crossover side-by-side to the line. It is the 31 to lead this lap, and we're already coming to the end of race 2 in the Atlanta doubleheader.
This is going to be fun, folks. The 31 and the 29, two top drivers in this series duking it out. Evan Hunter, series champion, trying to get in the mix as well. Lane Thomas, a rookie, new contender, mixing up there in fourth, trying to learn a thing or two from these veterans. As well as Stapleton there in the 67, trying to make some big moves here late at Atlanta. Top 5, I don't know. There's plenty of time for other people to get into the mix, but you have to start making your moves now.
Yeah, we are running out of time. This is 7 to go in this race, just about. And Evan Hunter was able to wrap that bottom a whole lot better than DeLello. He is going to be a challenger for this race win. But look at the 31 on that bottom lane, trying everything he can to take the shortest way around the racetrack. But back here, you got to focus on Hunter. He's right to the back bumper of the 29. Maybe that gave him a push heading into turn number 1, but now a bit slower through 2. Might put him behind the 8 ball.
DeLello doing a masterclass of blocking as Evan Hunter. UPS may love logistics, but I think Evan Hunter loves Atlanta. That car can race on any lane, it looks like so far. Maybe outside of riding the wall, because he hasn't gone up there yet, but I think he's going to try and do anything to pass this 29. He finally has an opening, looking to fire it off to the inside for 1 and 2. For second, Evan Hunter can't quite do it. DeLello rolling the top, the tire wear really setting in late.
And it's been highly publicized. The 11 of Evan Hunter, he just hasn't been as prevalent as he was last season. At this point, he had 2 wins and got a 3rd later on in race 15. This is the first time he's got to shine since that Texas race. Hasn't really had the winning speed, the fastest car quite yet in season 2. And now, as he dukes it out for 2nd place, he'll have to clear the 29, dispose of him quickly, and try and hunt down the 31. It's been an easy task getting to him, but passing him is a whole nother story.
It's going to help that the 11 is clear. It helps even more that the 31 has been clear, and he's been saving his stuff. Those two have been burning it up just a little bit as you see their DeLello trying to fire off to the inside. Whoa, that is tight through 1 and 2. Hunter has to give him the space, does not want to have a taste of the concrete wall. And it's really coming down to these top 3. They're dicing it out behind, but that doesn't matter. DeLello looking to the inside, 2 to go this time at the line.
And does it make you wonder if these two battling is causing this race to be set in stone for the 31? Because these two are going at it. And the 31 is loving what he sees in his rearview mirror as he heads down the backstretch for the penultimate time as the 11 car almost 3/10 back.
This is where Evan needs to strike, and he's just a little bit too far up. He's in the grays out of that rubbered-in line. DeLello says, thank you very much. And as we come to the white flag, I think Evan Hunter's going to be having nightmares about the word Mustang.
White flag is out. 1 more lap to go at Atlanta once again. And DeLello trying that middle line, trying to get to the 31. I'm not quite sure it'll be enough. It'll take a Hail Mary through 3 and 4. He's gonna run right in the tire tracks of Hector Garcia and allow him to close it out. Hector Garcia wins race 2 of the doubleheader at Atlanta. Just over the 29 of DeLello, who comes up 2nd and 3rd, is Evan Hunter. Oh, so close, but that battling at the end truly got him behind. And in 4th, Carlos Estrada. He's going to take a shot at this points lead, but his closest contender, Kirsten Martinez, still got a top 10. But him in the top 5, Roger Ray, also ahead of the 28. We'll have to see how these point standings shake up. But what a battle
what a race.
here.
Two races were just... These 2 races were really good. I mean, Hector Garcia... DeLello, he studied DeLello in race 1, got out to that lead, and fended off any challenge that threw his way. But I gotta say, what a drive by Zachary DeLello these 2 races. Over 50 cars passed combined in these 2 races alone. Just stellar performance. Even though he didn't complete the double sweep, I think he can still hold his head high here.
And that is right. That is plenty of track position gain for the 29 and a whole lot of battling he had to do to get there. And what we saw today, that wasn't like last race, a whole lot of clean battling. This was a whole lot like last season where the first one was kind of mired by accidents. You got that wreck late in the going, lap 27 I believe it was, that took out a whole lot of cars, the big one in 3 and 4. And now this season we got 2 cautions, took out quite a few of them. Now this time around, just 1 yellow flag, and it was for a single car spin. Rest of the race, these drivers were allowed to get into a rhythm, try and battle for spots on their own accord. As you see, the 99 who spun out was able to make his way back up to 11th place. So a much more natural feeling race here at Atlanta than we saw yesterday. Maybe it's something about these clear skies, this sun, making these drivers a whole lot more happy to battle. But Peter, it's been nice once again having you in the booth. And you said it, a great pair of races we saw in this weekend. And overall, what do you think this season is going to come down to after you saw today. Who are your picks?
I mean, there's never really a GAMERNR race that goes by where you're thinking, man, I just wanted more from that race. I mean, the action is always intense. It's incredible. But I mean, it is going to be difficult to count out the Fords. I mean, they really showed it. These two races, they were able to pass people, and they really had it at the end. I mean, there's a lot of sleeper picks throughout the field, but nobody was as consistent as Zachary DeLello. And luck wins championships, consistency wins championships, but don't count out momentum. And he has the momentum right now behind him to go to challenge for that points lead.
And in season 1, Ford was definitely the Goliath, but the David in Dodge was right there to challenge. Now this time, I don't believe it's there. I think Ford is far and away with the power. They've got the strength, they've got the results, they've got the wins. They swept this weekend. They got Daytona, they got Watkins Glen. That is 4 wins in the past 5 races. So look out for Ford this season for sure. But that's not to say that there won't be other contenders. Evan Hunter, who played spoiler to the Fords last season, ended up 3rd here today with a good result. Maybe he can come back in and challenge for a top 10 in points at least. But next time around, we'll be going to Dubai, a road course once again. And that one last season ran completely clean. And in the end, we saw a battle for the win with Thomas Pelagia and another driver who has exited the series. But we'll have to see how that race goes when we get there and how those drivers tackle that tough circuit. But for now, thank you for watching the GAMERNR Sportsman series. We'll see you next time.